Hello and welcome to the next Good Game Empire live stream. Yep, Sunday 9 p.m. CST, actually a bit after 9 p.m, but it's time for another live stream. Let me in just a second switch the language for you to English. It's gonna be way easier obviously, because usually I play the game in Polish, which is my original language, but for today's stream, same as for all the videos, we're gonna switch for English. It's a cool pro tip: if you want to switch the language inside the game, you can do this by connecting your account with Facebook, and later you can pick any flag, any flags language you want, and then log in by Facebook, and it's gonna connect you to the server which you are all in with the Facebook, but in the language of this of your pick. Yep, now you're not late for the stream, it has just begun. Hello, welcome Big Bang, welcome Adam, welcome AGP33, Popescu, Adi William, welcome to the stream. So for today we're gonna have some fun with the new event, which is the anniversary event, anniversary party raid. So I'm gonna test out some strategies and attack the biggest players in my server with this event, and try my best to not actually get points, but more like to test strategies and to make better scores in, you know, to make good scores in the attacks. Yeah, but of course first thing, I'm usually during weekends, I'm not logged onto the game, I'm logged only in the evenings, so I've got to take care of my account. It's not actually that hard. I just have to recruit the mid units and keep the food in my castles. I'm not on huge minuses as you could see here. It's like minus 27 on my main, and the rest is on 0. One outpost is plus 40,000, so it's pretty easy to maintain this all these units, and this is horrendous, like 600,000 units in my main. I mean, well, now you can make use of this because there are new temporary elements for attacks, so you need a lot of defenders to defend against these big attacks. Like I saw an attack with 12,000 units, which is ridiculous, seriously. Like 12,000 mid units, level 10 in one attack. You need to have hundreds of thousands of defenders to defend this properly without high losses, and that's not an easy task to do. Like, it's very hard to defend that. I'm probably not going to receive any special attacks today because this happens usually on my Polish live streams when I live stream for the people for my server. But anyways, we're gonna try my best in attack and to break through the walls and the flanks. I just got to set the brewery to have mid and plus as usual. How are you? I'm great today, thanks for asking. Yeah, beautiful day in Poland, usually great weather in the summer, so enjoying the day and the evening with you now during live stream. Okay, so plus 1% is gonna, I'm gonna make sure that, no, here I can't because I'm over the maximum storage capacity. Yeah, but anyways, in the rest of my castles I can do this, so I'm on plus, not minus, and it's gonna go to max during night, and it's gonna get back onto minus during night, and when I wake up I need to do this again. This is pretty irritating, but you can maintain these units kind of easily. It's not that easy, but you just need to practice, you know. After a few months with having like minus 16,000, well, it's I'm kind of used to switching this brewery. So yeah, very cool event. Definitely try your best to collect as many balloons as possible because you can get nice rewards, especially this decoration and the relic equipment. So you can get like pretty strong Castellan as well as a commander, very good, and the element for plus 2000 food production, so this is also very cool. Yeah, it's very good to try it. You can calculate how many points you need for the ending of the event on my website. Well, I'm still working because, as I said in the previous live stream as well, I'm late with my website, but on the Polish version of the website you can still calculate that. So let me quickly change it to English with the Google Translate. Yeah, So here's the calculation if you want to check how many points do you need to have now if you want a number of points at the end of the event. So let's say we want 160,000 points, and right now it's still 2.5 days left, so you need to type 2.5, and it's gonna tell you that you need 65,000 points right now to achieve this goal by the end of the event. So it's pretty handy link. I'm gonna share it in the chat right now. You can try to like right click your browser and translate to English. You should have this option, and if not, then just type here the number you want to have and here the remaining time, and you're gonna get the points you need right now for the score. Pretty useful calculation to not make too many and to not put too much effort for the event. And you're gonna get actually I'm gonna get myself a few temporary elements, and I'm gonna try my best in some attacks. I have a few elements with plus waves. So yeah, close to 1k subs. That's also very happy. I am very happy about that. Well, it's very close. I'm actually going to break it in a few days. Right now I have 977. Thank you very much for subscribing, to everyone who subscribes. If not, I'm gonna be very happy if you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for the next videos. Right now we're not in the middle, but I have just started the series of PvP guides. So it was the first guide for kind of beginners with the basic rules and good habits to have. It's available on my channel, so when you click on my channel icon you can go to this video if you want, now or after the live stream, and you can watch this video. But I have planned a video about how to make a good equipment for war, as well as how to make attacks, how to defend properly, and how to understand battle reports. This is all not easy things to do, so I think that these guides will be very handy for you, especially if you have some wars in your servers. I hope they're gonna be helpful. So this is going to be in a second. I'm also gonna talk about the toolsmith today, because I've got some information about that, and I'm gonna share it with you in a second when we get a bit more people on the live stream in a few minutes. And yeah, in my server I saw a 11k army. Yeah, that's also possible, like 11, even 12,000 sometimes. You can see that ridiculously high amounts. So what I've got to do is to buy a few like temporary items to have more power with my attacks. Are the affluence tickets worth the effort in the event? It depends what do you get from the spinning, but I would say yeah. If you're a free-to-play player, you can get pretty nice rewards, such as level 5 mid defenders. That's very cool. As well as some rubies maybe if you get lucky, or build items from the jackpot. Even if not, you can get some units, or you can get some tools. Tools are not super interesting in this, but the units and the build items are definitely worth the 5 tickets. And well, you have 5 tries, so you have a chance, a fair chance to get these units or build items, or maybe even rubies. You can get 50 rubies for the first level jackpot, so if you get very lucky you can get that. I would say it's pretty much worth it. I don't need the thing for your wall, and I need this one. Yeah, so we're gonna try to make a few attacks on the biggest players in the server and see how it goes. Okay, cannot click it. So what I've got here is, yeah, the melee strength. Oh, I already have it. Okay, so I don't need that one. I already have this as well. That's strange, because okay, because I was using them yesterday, but they have only 39 minutes, but that's enough. With 39 minutes we can go on with some attacks. So yeah, Messi left Barca, very sad, but maybe he's got some like stuff because of that, like problems with the payment, I think. I heard that they were offering him not enough, and they are in they have like loans in the bank, so Barca cannot afford him. Well, we'll see him in the next club. So who am I going to attack? Well, I can try the best player, like has I think 700,000 units in his main. We even have a Spanish report. I think it was sent by some of my alliance members, so let's take a look at it. So he has obviously a setup for the nomad invasion and defending the camp, but he has a lot of offensive units and only a bit less defenders. I'm gonna make this scan again because I think that this one isn't fresh, like it's from the nomad invasion. I mean, we have nomad invasion right now, but well, okay, it's successful, that's good. So the Castellan isn't that good, that's strange. I think he's going for the nomad invasion right now because no, he's not. He changed the defense. Okay. Yeah, but anyways, the Castellan should be PvP, and this is, I think, a NPC because he usually has the max Castellan. But let's try it. Why not? So for my main, yeah, he's collecting the balloons. Cool. What happened with the Master Blacksmith time? They were starting between events, and now again, I have no idea either. Like they are sometimes resetting it for 7 days, and some other days for 3 or 4 days during the events only. I don't know. I have no information about that, so I can't tell you. Well, no clue for this. So I'm gonna pick my best commander, which is not that great, but it's strong enough, I think. Yeah, I don't have the element for combat for ranged units. That's not good. But we have 70% unit limit on the flanks, 127 courtyard. That's not super strong, yeah. Okay, that's not super strong, but I can try my best with my presets. So this is the basic preset for like completing all the waves, and later I'm switching it with the preset with shields. So yeah, I need to click this twice, and it's gonna replace. Okay, great. Yeah, I need a bit more units there. And usually what I do is I go for the first and second wave with the ranged with shields, and in the last wave, or in like one wave before the last wave. So in, for example, 9th wave. It depends. In every attack I try to make a bit different combination. Try to like pick the best option, but it depends. Everyone has different castles, so you know. Yeah. And I think our player has done a attack on him recently, so I can have a look at it as well and compare that. Was it this one? Not this one. Not this one. Not this one. Yeah, it was this one. So he actually broke through the wall, but he had way more attackers than me. So yeah, I sent like 1100, so he break for plus 30%, and he did pretty good damage over there in the courtyard. Yeah. The commander was 880, 180, 326. Yeah, right now the maximum commander is like 250 melee and range, and 350 courtyard, and 250 units limit on the flank. So it's totally ridiculous how many units you can fit into the attack. Okay, how else can we attack? Like, who I didn't try last time? I don't know. Let's maybe go for not this one. Maybe this one. Yeah, 204 flank. You can have like super high amounts right now for the flank. Oh, I failed. Oopsie. But no problem, I think they're not gonna be mad at me. Well, okay, that one was successful. So the Castellan is pretty nice, and the units on the flank only 900, so I see a chance for me to break through this pretty easily. We'll see. Yeah, probably Premier League. Why aren't you using millisouls? No, I'm using them, but only in the front. So as you can see, they are here in the like here, only in the front. I'm gonna put this actually for and my I don't have enough units, so I need to send more. But take it easy, I have more from the offer. I have like 20,000 of each, so I can easily do that. Okay, and meanwhile I can tell you a bit about the toolsmith. So I'm now working on a guide for the toolsmith process of creating tools. And it's not that easy because you have like 3 steps to create the new tools. And I'm gonna talk about the LTP top 10 in a second. So you have the new tools and the new buildings, yeah, right here. So they are very pricey. It's in total is 13,000 and a half of seats to complete this research for the keep level 7, for the refinery, for the toolsmith, and for both workshops. Maybe you don't need defensive workshop in first, maybe you need only siege workshop, so it's gonna be only 11,000 of seats. That's still a very high amount. You can obviously skip market forces, this for marketplace level 9, that's not that important. And each of them is going to complete in 30 days. Later you can unlock these tools. And to produce these tools, it's actually a pretty long way, because I can show this to you during this unit's moving. Guys, if you can, please keep English in the chat, appreciate that. So, the first way it goes is the refinery, refinery. So this works like it produces refined resources. So you put here wood and stone to this building, and it produces refined wood and refined stone or marble. And yeah, this is the outcome of this building, and this is only the halfway product, or like 1/3 way product. So later you take this refined wood and refined marble into the second building, which is the toolsmith. And here in toolsmith you can create many stuff like metal plates, chains, saw, and a bunch of other tools, but you can't use them in combat. This is just to make these tools out of the refined wood and stone. You can produce these tools in here. This also makes your storages bigger. That's pretty handy, and it's very cheap to upgrade, so it's actually pretty useful to have them on higher levels. You can have only one in main castle only, and nothing else. So then you produce the crafting components, and with the usage of crafting components you can finally make the tools in the tool workshop when you upgrade it to level 4. So right now I don't even have this option here visible, but later. So it's like 3 steps. First refined resources, then craft components, and then finally the tools in the workshop. So it's a very long way to create that. Okay, the units probably arrived, so it was him. Yep, this one. Hello Julian, and hello Jack. As I said, I would very appreciate you talking in English, so I basically can understand what you're talking about. Be sure that it's correct for chat, you know. Okay, so let's make a try on him with the commander number 15, and we're gonna see what the outcome is. So I put the melee units in the front, but I need to replace them, because if you put only melee in the front, like without counting the units with the shields, yeah. So even if I put like only 3 waves of this, or not even 2 waves, I still need to replace some in order to have more ranged units in the front. I usually do that to have like 4, like half of the waste with ranged units, so it's harder to defend. It's not easy to defend with the melee units only. Okay, let's make a try on him. 12 minutes, that's correct. Okay, no problem. Welcome, Q Awkward, welcome to the stream. So, are the new tools from Toolsmith better than Ruby tools? Is that reason they added better build items for Rubies? Oh yeah, better build items, I can also show it to you if you haven't seen that already. But first about the tools, I'm not sure if they are stronger than the Ruby tools, but well, they are going to be pretty strong for sure. And they are going to have interesting bonuses. For example, they are reducing the mode, and at the same time they are giving you more glory. And there is one tool for more waves in the attack, so we're gonna see how it works, if it's permanent or you maybe need to produce this tool. Well, we'll see. So hello Kubox, welcome. Hello Tiger. if I level 666 is good that I have level 8 storehouse. Yeah, that's very good. You unlock it on level 650 to collect seeds, so it's very good to have it already. Do you think that the older deck offers 43k for 4 pink or green trees will ever come back? I've got it yesterday, so I think they are still going in the system. Okay, so this is the new bestseller. Maybe you have seen this already. Well, the prices are here pretty high, but you can get the new elements for, as you can see, the insane amount of 48% for... Why can I hear myself? Why can I hear? Okay, never mind. So you can get 48% to flanks, to front, to melee, to ranged, and to courtyard. That's insane, and you can make totally like furious commanders, like super strong commanders with this. Obviously, it's very expensive, but it lasts for 5 days. So during war, it's very, very good. If you have enough rubies, you can afford that. Well, that's a great option to have. You can buy the cheaper ones, but they are not that worth them. So there's many different variations, like units on the flank, as I said. Here we have units on the front for the workshop. Here we have, yeah, strength in the courtyard. This is for the encampment. A lot of this, like for every stat, actually. Flank unit when attacking. And I'm very interested if there is anything for defense, actually. Strength in courtyard. You can actually buy 2 different items for strength in the courtyard. That's very interesting. Wow. I haven't even noticed that. Yeah, for the encampment as well as for the barracks. Wow. And for the Hall of Legends. So it's like plus 144%. That's insane. That's insane. That's what we saw a few commanders like 350% commander. This is insane. So this is a pretty much game changer. Very expensive only for those ones who can afford this. But yeah, it makes you able to send 12,000 units with 350 strength to the courtyard. That's totally insane. So I don't buy them, that's very expensive, but you can also get this from the LTP shop, and I'm going to talk about this right now because this is also very interesting. Hello Stefan, welcome to the stream. So you can get these anniversary tablets from the LTP, obviously, and right now I'm sure that you can't get more than for 10,000 points. That's the end of the this event for the rewards, so pay attention how do you spend them. Don't waste them on useless things, because this is only the amount you can earn in this event. I'm not sure if it's going to be repeated anytime, probably not, probably it's only one time. It's a bit longer than usually. And the reward for top 10. So I've talked about this in the previous video about this event, but as you can see, you get plus 250 unit limit on the wall, and this is a permanent item, so it's forever. You keep this forever, and what's important here that these 250 units get multiplied by your Castellan bonus. So this is 250 times 1.5, which is 375. And when you add this also 20% from the egg appearance item from the Affluence wheel, it's gonna be 425 units more. So it's also a game changer. Many game changers this with these anniversary events have come into the game. 500 seats, also a high reward. I'm actually going to try to get these rewards in my server. I'm going to earn about 1 million points in this event. That's gonna be pretty hard. I'm gonna buy a booster and attack very often in the Berrymount invasion and try to get as many points as possible. But you can exchange these points, yeah, and that's the main point of this event actually. So I exchange them, and the only rewards that are worth paying attention, in my opinion, are construction tokens and seats, and especially seats. In the video I told you that construction tokens are a bit more important, but I actually have changed my mind a bit. So construction tokens are a bit easier to get because you can get them every 2 weeks from the Outer Realms as well as from the Storm Island and the Kingdom League. But seats, you can get them from the Kingdom League only, yeah, and a bit from the Storm Island. So I think it's even better to buy seats in this shop, to buy like 500 seats or even 1000 and be ahead of the opponents and be faster with the new update researches in the Hall of Legends. So yeah, construction tokens also a worth purchase. The rest of the items isn't that interesting. Maybe this item, if you are very kind of a combat player and you don't care that much about the upgrading of your account, you just pay attention to the items for combat, then this is pretty strong. You can get this for yourself if you really want to, but I would suggest mostly to go for seeds and for construction tokens. And of course, ignore the rest of the rewards like horse tails, skips, horrors. Don't even pay attention. The inner district, you can get it for top 500, so I think it's more worth to try to get it from top 500 instead of getting it from the shop. And it's actually not useful in other castles than your main castle, because it's gonna waste your space in the castle actually. Premium relic food. I'm gonna take a look at it because I didn't consider it actually that much. Okay, I see the question about the brewer video. I'm gonna answer this in a second. So, not the one lime green, the one more pale, not the one with red and so which exact? I know what decoration are you talking about, but I got this offer recently, so I think it's still in the system. It's still going. It's about the gentle decision, either make a gentle decision agreement to not attack or attack first and kill their troops. Yes, this was inspired by Brior. I didn't mention that because I thought that it's only a very small part, but this was kind of taken from his video. I've watched mostly like most of his videos, or at least like half of his videos. So yeah, he makes great videos. They are a bit outdated for those times when we have these attacks like 12,000, so I'm gonna take this into consideration with my videos, but they are still very great. I also recommend you to watch his videos as well. He makes great content. He actually doesn't make it right now, but he has a lot of videos on his channel. Yeah, so this sentence was kind of inspired from his video. Yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, and Jay, really need some motivation for hitting numbers. I think I'm gonna do that for a second as well, because I'm falling apart in the Kingdom League. Yeah, by 12,000, so I've got to make up this lose and go up for the first place. I'm a lot falling behind because I was on a vacation like trip, so I was offline for 10 days and I didn't make anything in the Kingdom League. Well, the only thing I managed to do is to buy these samurai troops, and right now it pays off very well because I'm attacking fortresses in the sand. And well, it's a great opportunity right now to collect rubies from the fortresses. I recommend this to everyone. It's a great thing. So on the next, crazy, yeah, 11,000 points and I'm ranked at 500. Yeah, the German server is very competitive. It's super hard in the German server. I know that. Well, yeah, sad thing. Refrain from. That's a lot of points. Yeah, that's a lot of points. Like to get top 10. It's fighting with the most Ruby players in the servers. Yep, you get the last reward in the LTP event at 10k points. Yeah, I had to take a look at the premium relic item for. So how much does it give actually? It's level 15, yeah. So it's plus 2,500. I would say it's not that worth it. I mean, you can get one if you really want to, but in my opinion it's still better investment into the seeds, because it's very hard and it takes a lot of time to earn them, so it would be better a better thing to buy anyway. But you have plenty of options, you have your own decision, so just make sure that your decision is worth it and you're not gonna be mad at yourself after the decision that you bought something that you don't really want. To save up seats for keep level 7 upgraded troops, I would go for troops definitively, because that's very important to have mostly the defenders, because defenders on level 10 are going to be way stronger. I'm talking about these guys, the Valkyrie Sniper and the Northern Protectors, so they're very important. Please upgrade them to level 10 and recruit them. That's very powerful units in the game right now. Yeah, he stopped uploading unfortunately, but well, I remember a lot of his videos. I mean, he stopped like 1 year ago. At the end he was just uploading about the updates, and later he stopped totally. So hello Endex, my name is Josh and I would like to ask whenever is it worth for a free-to-play player to use chess? Well, it's always worth for you to use chess, but it's... I can show it right now. Oh, the attack is coming, so we're gonna check the battle reports in a second. The first one should be probably not that great, because it's not that bad. I was actually thinking that it's gonna be worse. So I probably didn't manage to break through the wall because he had plenty of defenders over there. But, well, that's not that bad as for the amount of units used here. And for my commander, it was just a casual commander. So I'm pretty happy with that. He had plenty of offensive units as well, but I think that's still a pretty good score. So yeah, I've got plenty of battle reports as well from the Alliance. We can take a look at this. Yeah, pretty nice hit. He was defending the flank and he was defending the front. He didn't manage to. Yeah, we were talking on the TeamSpeak. We had a meeting and we were just having fun with the special event because we were like attacking each other. No one did know who is who, and that's so good event. Like, whoever thought about this event in the Good Game Studios, that's a great event. Like, oh yeah, he got emptied. Yeah, he got totally emptied. So whoever thought about this event, it's great. Oh, very nice, very nice. It's a great event and it's a great opportunity to test your defense. Oh, yeah, it's not this one you're talking about, but I had the decorations with 2700 as well recently. So they are still in the game, you can get them. Hello from India, hello from USSR. Okay, hello from Germany as well. Welcome everyone. Hello from Japan. Welcome, glad to have you on the stream. What do you think of the new bestseller with the new overpowered build? Yeah, we just had a look at the bestseller a second ago. So yeah, it's OP. Like, you can get 3 elements for 48% for the courtyard each. So you have like plus 144% for the courtyard. It's totally insane. Like, where's my second attack, by the way? Oh, here, okay. Okay, so he managed to defend a bit worse, and I broke through the flank. That's cool. So I managed to get through the flank. Great. Yeah, this was actually a bit better commander, I think, because it had 10 waves. No, it had only 9. So I managed to get through. Many players did use to block me on the front until I changed my strategy a bit, because it was pretty poor on the front and it was easy to catch on the front. But right now it's, I think, a bit stronger. Yeah, so let's go on and make a few attacks on the Nomad camps, because I need to get back in the Kingdom League. So as I remember, this camp was the best one to attack. I'm just gonna check that really quickly. Congrats on the gold, whoever gets it. Yeah. So when you unlock mid, you need to research mid troops you can recruit level 0. Yes, when you unlock mid and you upgrade your barracks, because you need to have your barracks at level 14 to recruit the melee attackers and defenders, and at level 15 to recruit the ranged attackers and defenders, and then you can recruit the level 0, which is the weakest one, and after you keep upgrading them, they just update in your barracks and you can upgrade and you can recruit the better ones. They don't automatically get upgraded after you recruit them, so unfortunately, yeah, but as you can see, I have like totally mixed them 4, 2, 3, 8, 9, and because of the process, yeah, level first, because of the process of recruitment. So, what do you think of the new bestseller? Yep, let's go. Read ammo mode, thank you. So you just need barracks, yeah, as I said. Hello from Brazil, welcome. Will this build items stay as a regular or they are one-time thing? I'm not sure, like, I had this bestseller for 3 or 4 times already, so I think it's repetitive for everyone. I'm not sure for how long is it going to stay. I would say that for this anniversary period, which is like 1 month, like for this LTP time, yeah, for 39 days, I think this is going to be the time. But remember, when you buy this item, it stays in your storage until you put it into the building. So you can buy it and use it later. For example, buy it now and use it in a war after half a year. So it's very good opportunity for you to buy some cool stuff and have it in your equipment, and after half a year discover, wow, I have these great items, I can use them down during the Great War. So I think it's actually a good idea if you have some rubies saved on your account to buy Actually not the best one, but maybe the purple or the green one if you don't want to go full. Well, you can buy them and save them for later, because not this one, sorry, that's crap. But talking about the combat ones, not this one, sorry. Yeah, this one's for front and courtyard especially, and units on the flank. That's the most important stuff. And you can later use them during war because they don't run out when they are in your inventory. Okay, so this is the nomad I'm going to attack now. So someone asked if they are free to play, should they use chests? Well, it's a very important thing to attack nomad if you don't have too many chests, to actually split them into pretty small amounts, because if you send a lot of chests, they are going to multiply the basic value, which is around 70, only this one time. And if you send only a few chests, then the basic value is going to, you're going to make a lot of attacks, so you're going to get a lot of basic values, and the basic values are going to be multiplied only a little bit with the small amount of tools in each attack. And instead of putting 1000 chests in one attack and make 10 attacks, you can put, for example, 50 chests and make not 10 attacks, but 200 attacks, and it's gonna get you more points, obviously, because of this multiplement which I talked about. So it's better to split them. For example, I know, like 5 of these ones, 3 of these ones, or 4, or okay, can be 4, like 2 of this, and for example 1 this, something like that. And you can save the preset, obviously the ranged units with the mantlets or whatever you're going to use. That's a pretty much of basics of the nomad invasion, and off you go. Maybe not on Rubies, that's a waste, but some players tend to use that actually. And you can make a score now with this not insane amount of chests, not like 1000, but only like 50 chests per attack is the better option. It's also pretty handy to disable arrow movement, like movement arrows on the map. It's gonna be easier to attack. So the second 36 million strong points. Oh, in which server? You know, you can take a look at the Asian server, because here is the player called Alpha King, and he actually has recently he had 88 millions of might points. So that's an insane amount. He actually bought like 2 million of Ruby defenders to get them to be able to capture a capital, or was it a metropolis maybe. Anyways, they were going to capture a special object, and they did that. So he bought 2 million of Ruby defenders. That's why he had like nearly 90 million might points, but later he lost them because he had too much food shortage, and he has now like 65 million, if I'm not wrong, something around that. So that's still a insane number of might points, seriously. Can you keep them in the inventory? I saw the time goes down. When you have them applied on your buildings, the time goes down, but if you have them in your inventory, well, then you can keep them for as long as you want. The time doesn't run out when they are in your inventory, so you can use this and keep them in your inventory for later. So then you can let me know if it's anything personal. Maybe it is. Has to split his booster tools now today. Yes, exactly what I said. If you are a free-to-play player, don't put 1000 tools right after you get them. Better split them into small parts and put like 50 or even less in every attack, and it's gonna pay off with more points at the end of the day. So if you could only make one purchase in GG, what would it be? It depends on the situation, obviously, but usually if you ask about a best purchase in the game, for most of the time it would be just rubies with time skips in the card. That's just because when you buy rubies, you can upgrade your ruby buildings, such as bakeries and stables, and you can faster upgrade your account. And I think that would be the best purchase. But the game, if you are purchasing regularly, the game is about the right purchases and not the wrong purchases, so it's all about money. But if you want to make only one purchase, I would go for rubies, or maybe if you are good in collecting rubies from fortresses, then you can buy yourself, for example, a build item for more units on the wall. That's a very handy item because you can move it between castles, and when you are a free-to-play player, you usually don't have like level 30 build items. So if you buy one from the shop, you can move it between castles and you instantly get a lot more units on the wall. That's very useful. So as a one-time purchase only, I would go probably for the units on the wall build item from the item shop at the end of the super sale on the right side, or maybe rubies. But if you're collecting rubies from the fortresses and you know how to spend them wisely, I'm probably going to make a guide on what to spend rubies on and what not to spend. I remember a brother's video and his like thumbnail. It was like a grayscale castle and a giant text of best and worst with like green and red colors. I remember that very good. So yeah, that's a very important video. I would like to make a similar thing but refresh that a bit, because right now we have different special offers and many of them are very great, so you should save rubies for them. Some of the items in the bestseller shops are also very worth them, so I would say that they are also very good from the bestseller to save rubies on. Like there's plenty of videos to make. My list is very long, believe me. It's just the thing of the time. It takes a lot of time for me to record a video and to put it into one piece, you know. So I have a lot of ideas. If you have any, you can also send me on Discord. By the way, there's a Discord server link in the description. The Discord server where I notify about the new videos. We can chat about the Good Game Empire. I know that the GGS server is the biggest one, but here you can have like a bit calmer and quieter discussion as well. So you're all invited if you want. A link is in the description, as well as my private Discord. You can contact me there if you have any questions, like after the live stream or something. How much money have you spent on the game? That's not small amount, that's not low amount, so it would be about, not lie here, it would be about $2,000, which is about 1,800 euro. Something about that. Something around that is what I have spent. It's around 8,000 Polish zloty, my currency. I mean, yeah, this sounds ridiculous that I spent like $2,000 on the game, on the browser game. But to have in mind that I am playing this game for nearly 6 years now, and I've been spending since the first day of my account creation, literally, because I bought the special offer in the first day of my account, right after I registered. They sent me an offer to buy a build crane with 6,000 rubies, and I bought it in the first hour of my account. So I'm totally Ruby player, I would say. Not that much, but I still take a look at the might points, you know, and stuff like that. Well, and that says everything. So yeah, but it gets to like spending $40 per month, around something around that, not more, because I don't want to waste all my money on the game, just a part of it. Obviously it's a waste. Yeah, you need to have that in mind. That is just a waste of money. So let's keep with the chat. I'm sorry, I felt a bit behind. So yeah, I answered that now. How much money? Which international server is the best to play? I would say that the best servers to play now is the World 1 server, but I'm pretty mad at GGS because they did that and the players from the country servers are going to be redirected to the World 1. So it's the most active now. The World 1, if you want a international server, I mean the World 1 is also a international server, just the name is different. But you can also register in International 3, I think is the most common server from internationals. And you can also register, as our friend Stefan said, you can register in the German server because there's a lot of players there. Like in Poland we have 30,000 and in Germany there's like, I know, 100,000. A lot of players in the German server. Okay, so which position am I in? Okay, I still need 4,000 points. Is he running on the nomads? I think so. He just started, I think. Anyways, yeah, we've got to keep up a few trains more. It's gonna be probably enough. So if you have any questions, obviously ask in the chat and I'm gonna answer. The live stream is a great opportunity to ask questions about the game, about myself if you want, like something about me personal if you want, but mainly yeah about the game to get some knowledge. I'm pretty experienced in the game, so I can answer nearly everything, and yeah, it's a great opportunity to talk about the game and discuss short opinions and stuff like that. Yeah, but just like to see how the game was a few years ago. How many tablets you get with this preset? I can show you right now because okay, it's 4 waves, yeah, so I applied to all 4 waves. So let's take a look at one of the attacks. Where is it? Okay, a few no battles, no problem. So it's 300. I usually try to stick to 300 and no more, because if I get more than 300 from one single attack, this means that I probably put too many chests in these attacks, and I need to lower the amount of chests in my preset, because I'm going to waste them. So if you want to get a optimal amount of chests per one preset as a free-to-play player, I would say that if you get between 2 and 300,000, sorry, not just between 2 and 300 points from the normal camp, then it's gonna be the optimal amount of chests in the preset. If you get less, then you can add a bit more, and if you get more than 300, that could mean that you have a bit too much. I mean, a bit too many of these chests in the attack, and that would be a bit of a waste. Erdi Wolf. I know how to read German, like Wolf, I think. So anyway, yeah, the German server invites you. I also heard that Egyptian server has very low amount of players, so they also invite players to join. They even offered accounts ready for war, so you can just join the server and take part in the war without any money to put or stuff. They just have accounts ready for war. Probably many players left the server. That's very sad to see, because the server are going to be pretty much empty. Low amount of players. GGS doesn't mind that. And what? Okay. So we can see the servers kind of dying. Hello Fab, hello Mocnifol. Welcome to the stream. Welcome guys. Is it worth to buy construction tokens if I want to max my relic bakery or still the seeds? I would say that buying, for example, half of this and half of this is still good. Is going to still be pretty good. So like buy 500 seeds and later buy 500 construction tokens. Or if you need a bit more construction, then go for the relic bakery. It's pretty handy building, so of course. But this is a great opportunity to buy the seeds. So I would spend at least part of the anniversary tablets on seeds, because this is the fastest way to earn them. As you know, from the Kingdom League you can get every 2 days like 30 or 40 or 50 if you get gold medals all the time, and that's not an easy task to do, to get gold medals all the time, at least in competitive servers. I have players in my alliance, they spend a good car in the game or 2 or 3 Yeah, we are also counting this in Poland. Like some players spent like 300,000 Polish zloty, which could be like $80,000, and that's such a great car you can get. And you put everything into the game, like me, 2,000. That's not like huge amount, okay? I mean, it's huge, but it's not like enormous. But if you put like in hundreds of thousands of currencies, that's insanely high, and you could get actually a good car for that. And that's, I think, the greatest comparison actually, that is for men. So yeah, you can get great cars for this money, like insanely great cars, like some BMW or some, I don't know, Porsche, Ferrari, or even Tesla if you're a fan of electric vehicles, any stuff like that. I don't know why these attacks are coming, like they kind of went out of the frequency, but yeah, never mind. Let's just send them. If you play active, everybody welcome at the German server. Yes, the German server also invites. Obviously it's going to be pretty kind of disadvantage because it's German. I mean the language barrier, so it's not gonna be easy to communicate, but nowadays we have Google Translator, so if you want to have some kind of challenge, The German server, I must say, that is the hardest one in every kind of tops. You want to get top 10, you need to spend thousands of euro in the LTP. You want to like have all the golden medals in the Kingdom League, you have to buy 100 euro booster in every event, okay? So this is the most insane server with biggest Ruby whales and spenders. So if you want to have fun and pay some money to the game, then it's gonna be the hardest challenge, I would say. Yeah, but also the most active, so the most amount of players. What do you think about the rewards in the long-term event? Is GGS going to repeat them in the future, or is it the one-time event? I would say that the the anniversary event for the 45 days is only one time. But are they going to repeat these rewards? I think that we're going to see this item plus 250 unit limit on the wall more recently, like more frequently in the future. We'll see in what kind, maybe for money, maybe for rubies, maybe for other events. But I'm sure, we'll see. My opinion is that we can see this in the future more times. I would love to have this anniversary shop once in a while to have a chance to get more seats, because they should give players more capability, like more possibilities to get seats, because that's pretty hard to get seats, you know. To get the 3,500, and if you want to produce tools, then you need only 11,000. That's not small amount to get 11,000 of seats. That's pretty huge amount. You need to work very hard in the Kingdom League and in the Storm event and stuff like that. Mercedes. Yeah, Mercedes, or I spelled it incorrectly. I'm sorry. I always had like problem with spelling alphabet in English. So no, it's BMW, man. I mean Mercedes-Benz, yeah. And BMW as a separate one. Okay, I barely got 20,000. Wow, that's so exhausting, man. So have you ever been in Hungary? Yes, I had. I've been there. I had a trip with my school, with my classmates. So we've been there for I think 3 or 4 days. It was beautiful city, and we had a bit of trips around the country, but mainly in the Budapest. So yeah, the Budapest, very cool country. I mean city. So the Budapest, very cool city, very beautiful. Especially we had a ride on a like a trip. How is it? I don't know, the big ship for tourists, you know. So we had a ride on it through this river going by the middle of this city. It's just such a wonderful place, seriously. I really recommend to everyone, if you want to have some good sights, then yeah, Hungary and the Budapest, beautiful place. Also some museums. I think we've been into the palace, I'm not sure, the main building of the president, or yeah, you have the president, I think. So, but this is not the main point, because this was a trip from school for 4 days, and the same school made me a trip to Greece, from Poland to Greece. That's pretty long distance, to be honest. It was like 2 days of traveling, later 7 days of being in the Greece and Italy and some countries around, but mainly Greece. We've been to all the islands, and it was such a great thing, like having a school trip 11 days to Greece, like insane. I mean, I was so lucky, because it was probably only one school in the in my city, and my city is like nearly 1 million citizens. So yeah, 200% in servers. I'm not going to ping that because I don't want to share the command for pinging, but I can do this manually, that's not a problem. So if you join my server, you can also see the is it pinged already? No. So here we have a cool system of pings. You can get yourself a role, notification role, so you can get, for example, to be mentioned where there is 200% prime time, or in Outer Realms, or in Beyond the Horizon, or minus 40 discount for bakeries, military hospitals, stables, castle modes, and you can get these roles by just putting reactions with your cursor, and later you get pinged in this place. As you can see, there was just a ping for 200%. Also, if there are time skips included, you got pinged with this information. So really a great thing to have. Yep. And the invitation link is in the description of this live stream. Okay, so let's get back into Nomad. I think I've sent a few attacks, so we've got to wait for them. Yep. So just a second. Yeah, thank you very much. Privyet, Privyet, Red Knight, welcome to the stream. Do you know if we will have Berrymont on Great Kingdom? We should have it. We usually have it like once in 2 weeks, so I think we're gonna receive it in, I know, maybe 1 week or so, something like that. Really much players understand. Yeah, that's just the case of English. That's the best that the most of players understand that. Oh, you're talking about the German server. Okay, that's very good. That, yeah, if the most of the Germany players in their server understand English, then you might consider this a pretty interesting place to play the Good Game Empire if you want to really have a challenge. Well, but you can contact with the rough side, the legends. Oh, did the rough side broke the limit of 1 billion might points by the Alliance? I'm very interested in that. I'm gonna check that in just a second. And I'm also gonna show you the Asian player who has 65 million might points. We're gonna make a tour by the biggest servers. I think I have accounts in the biggest servers, like, yeah, 6 level accounts. Or maybe they fall into ruins. Oops. I don't know. Never mind, we're gonna see that in a second. There are a lot of Poles. Yeah, there is plenty of Polish viewers on my English live streams. I invited them because they can, for example, learn English. I'm not perfect, but I think that I am like moderate level of the language, so that's not very poor. You can actually learn something. I try not to make any mistakes in the language, so you can actually practice it with me. I know that many, not many, but some people in Poland have are struggling with the language. For example, for me, it's very hard to get the right accents, especially if we're we're in my school, and basically in my country we're learning the British version of the English language. So we have to do this very strong accents, yeah, these British accents, and I think I kind of have more like American accents anyway, but you know, it's very hard for me to have the accent. I'm working on that. But sometimes when I try to make the accent hard, it's not understandable, so it goes to such a crap. 200%, yeah, party. If someone wants to spend the money, I also have the time skips. Oh yeah, man. So if someone wants to put money into the Rubies, it's just the right time to do that for the Nomad skips. Then Belgium, I don't understand Rihanna, I'm very sorry. If you could only write that in English, I would appreciate very much. Oh yes, so we have this feature in the Polish Discord server because it works only for one server. Yeah, we have a feature that you get mentioned in the Discord server whenever a desert fortress gets it's available for attack. You know, so if the fortress is going to be available for attack, you get mentioned in the Discord server. That's very handy feature because I'm not every day, but some days in the mornings I'm making like a list in my spreadsheet in Excel, and I'm saving all the information, so the bot for Discord can send a mention. The time is put into the spreadsheet manually, so it's everything manually and done. No like bots involved for the game, only for the Discord part, which is required to make it working. And people get notified whenever a fortress is available to attack. Very interesting. So I cannot unfortunately make it for other servers because that would take me like 48 hours every day, you know. But yeah, I spend usually 1 hour, I would say, to 1.5 maybe sometimes. Today it was a bit longer because you asked especially like how long did it take me today. To make a list of all these fortresses. Oh yeah, I've got anniversary tablets. That's great. So it took me about 1.5 hours to do that. We'll be reviewing castles today. Yes, if you join my Discord server, there's also, I'm gonna show it in a second, okay? There's also a channel where you can sign up for a castle review, and I'm just gonna take a look on your castle if you want me to, and I'm gonna tell if there's something needed to be fixed or to change or to demolish or to build and stuff like that. In Brazilian server, 40 million. Okay. Hello from Greece. Welcome to the stream. Alpha 80 million hold. Okay, we're gonna see that in a second. I'm going to do this last train. It's, yeah, I'm kind of ahead of these guys, so that's enough, I would say. On my server, the top player on might points is 37 million, and that's Romania 1. Okay, interesting. Pretty high. Oh, I'm sorry for my hiccup. So yeah, 37 million, pretty nice amount. Beautiful thinking. Anashik is strong, but in war, from his 43 million going to 5. Well, we'll see, you know. You know, he might always buy more units and have them all the time in the castle. We'll see what happens. That's very interesting. Brazil is strong server, too many big buyers. Oh yeah, correct. I've seen a few. Do you have any opinion about the Greek server? Well, I don't know it that good, so I don't have any opinion about the Greek server. Unfortunately, I'm very sorry. I don't know any players from the Greek server. I still have the trains. What am I doing? Why are they going 4 minutes instead of 2? Okay, because I've sent the commanders without the mantlet faster travel. Never mind. So let's log out and go to the other country servers and check the top players. I forgot to show the Polish players, sorry. So let's do that first. And first, well, if you want to sign for the castle review, you can do this in the request castle review channel. You just need to type a command $review. And when you press it, the bot is going to ask you about everything. You also need to post like screenshot of your account, screenshot of your castle, and I'm going to review your castle by the end of the live stream, which is shot with the time up near to my head. So let's show the Polish top players first. So the Polish top 10 opens with 44 million. The first place Janosik, me at the 8th position, and closes with 12,500 with Koretunv. So that's the top 10, and the alliances are 400,000 Apocalypse. The first place, the Hussars of Death, my alliance, nearly 300 million. In the second position and the closing, the 10th position, Polish Dragons, 140 million might points. Okay, so let's go and check the other servers. I think I have an account on the German server. Let's check that really quickly. So that would be Endex play. That's great. Oh, it's World 1. Okay, it's changing me to World 1, damn it. Okay, I've got my account. Hopefully it's still level 6, not 0. It's level 3, but anyways, with level 3 I think I can check the leaderboard, so that's very interesting. Okay, so that's the German server, and that's the top 10 from the German server. So we can see the Rudy MR at the first position with 57 million mind points. Don Jojo with the 51 million. Prince V Berlin 44. That's the top 3. With the Ras Al Ghul with 30 at the end, at the 10th position. And it goes with really high amounts of might points. If I would be in this leaderboard, I would be at the position I'd be at the position 90 or something like 90 or 100. And that's why I call this server the most active from all the servers, because I'm at the position 8 in a very active server, which is Poland 1. This is, believe me, pretty active server. And I'm position 8 with 13 million, and here I will be at position 100. So this is by far the most active server with the most amount of players. Just with level 70 there is 60,000 players. Obviously there are some empty accounts, yeah, but I am also counting them on other servers, so there's a lot of players, the most amount of players. And the rough site is on the way to break to 1 billion might points by the server, by the alliance, sorry. So good luck on that. Last time I was here 1 month ago, it was 800 million. So they are going very quickly like a storm. Okay, let's proceed to the next server, which is Asia. Asia, where is it? Here. Okay, so here I have account as well. No, okay, still redirecting me to the Demet World 1. So, do you think the Storm Aqualot is reduced even with all the bonuses? I heard from many players that they receive smaller amounts that they should receive, so maybe there's something up with that, but I have no idea actually. I haven't tried it since like 3 months or so. Yeah, like the top 10 in the German server is totally insane. I think you can sign, I can even check your castle live, no problem, in the Polish server. So why is it not logging me in? I mean, it sometimes catches such a lag and it doesn't want to log into the server. Right now it doesn't even want to load the game. So let's refresh it maybe one more time. What Stefan in game name? Which is the castle with the most power points you have seen? I'm gonna show it to you in a second. If you want to do a castle in Greek server to see the things, Allah, the server is down. I mean, I don't have. What is going on with the game? What's wrong? Is there any maintenance or something? I don't know. The game just stopped working. Damn it. So yeah, game fixed. Aquarium more times. Shake my castle up on German servers. Did they fix Aqualot? I have no idea. Guys, if you are able to, please keep in English in the chat. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so Asia. And my account is Endex Play as everywhere else. Okay. German server, they fixed 2 times. Okay. International one, I'm sorry, I don't have an account over there. Okay, so this account got reset, I think. That's very sad. Because I had like level 30 account here. Yeah, so anyways, let's take a look at the first player in globally. Like among all the servers, I think this is the biggest player, so the grand reveal of the Alpha King. 67 million, so this is the biggest account I have ever seen. Well, and he had 88 millions. I don't have a screenshot, but yeah, he has a lot of might points and he's going for it. And as you can see, here is the different situation than Germany, because the opener has 67 millions, but the position number 10 is actually only 5 million. So well, there's not that many active players in this server actually, and as we can see, like this player is insane totally, because well, he is buying all the newest decorations as soon as they arrive to the game shop. Like you can just take a look at his grand anniversary banquet, and before that he had the decorations which had 3,200 public orders, so just 100 less, and he had all of them in all of his castles. Probably he bought all of this as well. I have no idea, just there are some players who have a lot of money and they want to spend some on the game. So that was the Asia. I forgot to show the alliances, but there's not that many. So I think I also have a connection to France. Let's try. No, okay, I need to check. Yeah, I need to change that. Okay, I have an account here as well. Yeah, level 3. Okay, and let's take a look at the leaderboards. So I played directly after the updates, so I saw direct nerf of level 80. Oh, okay. I'm not sure, so well, maybe it took place. Okay, so the France server is also pretty powerful. It's kind of similar to the Polish server, I'd say, but the top 1 player, he is actually very close to the Alpha King, because he has only 1 million less might points, even less than 1 million. Anyways, he has 66 million, the big son from Parabellum. Yeah. Nice. Can I visit his castle? So yeah, also a very strong castle, as we can see. Nice. Yeah, that's the big set. That's the top player from the French server. Let's take a closer look at the top 10. Yeah, so it's 15 million at the top 10. 13. So I'll be at position 20 over there. Something like that. A bit better than Polish server. But the alliances are actually not that big. I mean, but that's interesting because there is a lot of big players, but there's not that many big alliances. Like, because it doesn't that quickly go down. So the alliances, I can see that they are split pretty equally. Like, there's one a bit bigger, then there are alliances like 270 to 60 to 60 to 30 to 30 to 30. Very interesting. Yeah, they're split pretty equally. Similar situation to the Polish server. Okay, so I think that was all the servers. So let's connect back to the Polish one, and yep. Please log Brazilian. I don't have an account in the Brazilian server, so I can't do that now, and I don't want to waste like time on registering. Maybe I'm gonna make an account in every server and gonna do that in the next live stream. Okay, yeah, I have some not important messages, some new battle reports. Okay, that's also very interesting. And as I said at the beginning of this video, we are also making some special attacks. So why not to make an attack on this player? So he's actually, I think he's in the top 10. Okay, I succeeded in the espionage. So he's at position 7. He's right before me in the rankings. And he has not that many defenders in the main castle. Obviously, he didn't go for the mid units in the main. So I think that's a cool target to hit with the balloon event. Just to practice. That event is very cool. So we've got this shit. Okay. I mean preset. So I'm gonna put this into the first, into the second, and to maybe the 9th wave of this attack. Okay, and in the first 4 waves, I would like to put some more ranged units here. Okay. Nice. Okay. So let's send this and maybe some more targets. So who else can we attack from there? So he's from my alliance, so I can't attack him, unfortunately. He's right behind me in the table, so I can actually also try to attack him. Oh, he's next to him. Okay, so let's check his castle. I hope that I don't fail the espionage. I already failed once. So what does he have in the main castle? Okay, so the castle is pretty decent here. That's good. The defenses are actually not that strong. I mean, the murder hall is not a strong tool, but maybe he's gonna switch it after he receives the attack. We'll see. To get the feared on Germany, you have to have 300 million glory. Are you serious? We need 40 million. That's insane. Like, it's around 400 million glory in foreign. Wow, like, it's just insane amounts, you know. That's very huge. Like, imagine doing this score every foreign event. This is what the top 1 player has in our server. Seriously, not the top 100. So yeah, the Germany's server is by far the most active. Like, that's insane for me. They are so active in the game, and they probably make like 2/3 of the money for the Good Game Studios because they also have the most expensive currency, which is euro. Okay, so let's send the attack. And who else can we attack? That's a good question. So we've seen a attack on this guy. No, it was by him. I'm sorry. I don't have an account on Romanian server. I'm very sorry. It will be interesting to do a video or live to go in all servers. That's actually a pretty interesting idea to make a video where I go to all the servers and compare them with the top might points and alliance. Yeah, I could actually make that in some of my free time. But right now, I'm going to focus on the gg.guide website. So it was about to launch. Why? Why is it unreachable? No, that's very bad. But I don't know. I'm sure. So, anyways, this maybe it was inactive and they deleted it or something. So yeah, the GG guide was my website. The English version of the poradnik-gg.pl. So this website. So I'm going to reproduce this website in English and put it over there. But for now, it was about to launch on the July 1st, but yeah, it was not enough time to complete that. So I'm going to take care of that soon. But first, a few videos on PvP and stuff like that. So how much glory you need for the top 10 title in your server? So in Polish server, it would be, I would say it's 110 million or something. Yeah, 112 million. So that's the amount to get the top 10 this year. Oh, you're talking about the top 10 in Germany. I'm sorry, I understood you for top 100. Okay, so for top 10 for the third, you need 400 million. Okay, I thought like for this one you need 400. That was like, what the hell, like 100 players doing this score in every event? Wow. Okay, but that's what I expect from the Germany players. Like, they are just insane in the game. Everything depends on how many players are playing in a server. Yeah, of course. In Asia, maybe not many, but when war comes, we are spending hard. Oh yeah, that's true. Also, yeah, if a war is active in the server, it depends how much money will GGS make from this server. So yeah, correct. They don't know nothing about war. They don't know nothing actually means that they know everything, but I just catching for the word. So bro, why you have so much delay? That's because of the YouTube. I mean, I'm not taking a look at the chat every second, so like every few minutes. I think that's not such a bad thing, but if you're not enjoying that, just let me know. I'm gonna check this more frequently. So yeah, I mean, because I understood the feared, I understood the fearless, and this is top 100. So yeah, it was about the top 10. Who else can I attack? Well, let's try this guy. Let's espionage him, or yeah. What does he have? Okay, a NPC Castellan, so not that good guy. My friend, you've got to switch the Castellan to PvP. So okay, let's try him. I'm just making sure that I am sending the event attack, not the normal attacks. Attack TGL. I can try. Why not? Okay, this commander also has the appearance item for 9 waves. I think I'm gonna put here only, like, what's his defenses? Yeah, he has actually more. No, I'm gonna put only two waves of the shields. Okay, that's good. That's good enough. And maybe more ranged troops. So something like that. And I'm gonna send this to him and see what the outcome is. My alliance boss would be NR1. Okay. Already talked about the toolsmith. Oh yeah, so basically the toolsmith, I can tell about it in a second. Talk about it. Top 10, 30 million. Oh wow. Your opinion about the future of the game? Oh, well, my opinion about the future of the game is that I mean, the creators of the game know how to keep it alive, but at the same time they behave like they want to shut it down in just a few months. So they behave like they want players to spend insane amounts of money because they introduce something insane in the game for money, for rubies. But later it comes to the fact that everyone can have it later for just currencies, kind of silver and gold in the blacksmith, for example. So it's like they behave like they want to shut down the game, but they actually don't. So they want to have the game running continuously, but they introduce very insane things to make players spend like huge amounts of money. That's very like strong strategy for earning money in the game for monetization. Like I'm sure that many psychologists are involved in the game to make it as good as possible for the monetization. And well, I think that is gonna keep alive at least for a few years, at least, maybe more. Okay, so I sent him an attack. Who else can we attack? I think I still have one item with the appearance, so TGS you say. I'm not going to risk to scan him. I'm just going to send the attack. So well, this is still 9 waves. I think that he's going to be on 4 bombs. I'm completely not sure about that, but I will try. I will try the strategy with 3 waves of tools, I mean of shields. It might be in the 7th, but it's kind of weaker. No, I'm gonna go for the 2 waves only. Because usually when you put like 3 waves, it depends. Everything depends on the kind of defenses he has and the kind of defenses he's gonna set up for this attack. If he's going to investigate this attack. Okay, that would be good enough, and I can send that to him. So okay, who else can we attack? I'm gonna take a look. So we went for the top 1 player. Maybe we'll go for the top 3 player. Why not? What does he have in the castle? So he has an insane amount of units in the main castle. Okay, that's pretty huge. So he has apparently like 102,000 units, 1,200 units in on the wall, and he has 1 arrow slit. So that would be better to attack with 2 waves of the shields. So I'm gonna go for, they still have appearance, I don't have. So I've got to wait for the attacks to come to the targets, and in just 2.5 minutes we're gonna send the attack for him. Right now I can make 1 more train for the nomad to be sure that this guy's not going to overcome me. Probably not, because he's going very slowly. Like last time I checked it, he had like 17.9 thousand, but okay. So he's going pretty slow for it, but he can catch me, so I need to run away. So hello, welcome Julian, welcome to the stream. Sorry I'm late. No, that's not a problem. You can watch it later as a saved video on my channel. So hello the killer, welcome. In the top 10, in the top alliances in my server, players employ other players to play their accounts 24/7. Yeah, I kind of know that this is pretty common in the bigger accounts to employ some people. I'm interested that if they get paid monthly or pay 1 event only, but if you say that they stay 24/7, they can actually get a pretty good wage for that. So in Poland we kind of don't have that much of this. I understand that it's only the top of the top servers. Probably it also works for the Beyond the Horizon event to check if you're not attacked. But well, in Poland it's not that common, but it's pretty common to share the accounts and like ask people to help with making commanders or in just taking care of the account. Into magic, I can try as well. Okay, after the Adamek attack. So and how do you find people that has lots of points? Because the only ones I have 2,000 or 3,000 on my level 20 arc. So I'm actually doing this event by the way of why am I sending this with the fast travel fever? What am I doing? Damn it, that was bad decision. So anyways, I'm attacking the inactive accounts, and that sounds kind of ridiculous, but I'm making a lot of attacks, like hundreds per day. Attacks on the inactive accounts, and I collect these points very slowly, but to the target. And well, it takes me plenty of time to complete the event, but finally I get it easily. Like, it's a very lazy method because it takes a lot of attacks to make, but I don't need to put any effort. I just need to repeatedly make attacks into players with my level, and that's all. Who are inactive in the game, so they don't have any units in the castles, you know. In future, the blacksmith could be fixed. Okay, so about the blacksmith, we've heard that in the interview, in the interview with community moderator, we've heard that they are planning to lower the prices by autumn of this year, but it depends if players spend their currencies and they are able to introduce the new prices, because players don't have that many. Oh, I don't have mantlets. That's unfortunate. So they can make lower prices if players spend their currencies. I hope they do that. What do you think it's worth to buy gems for NPC commander? The answer is going to be no, as well as NPC commander to use against nomads, for example. No. I mean, the NPC commanders don't have to be perfect. Just use the gems you get from the quests and from the, I don't know, daily forge in your alliance and stuff like that. Don't spend your silver or even rubies for the NPC commanders, because I mean, it's good to have 1 or 2 good NPC commanders for the daimyo event in the samurai, but for the nomad it's not that important to have very strong commanders. You just need ranged units, strength and courtyard, and that's all you need, nothing else. So don't pay that much attention to the NPC commanders, don't waste any any currencies on that. Focus on the PvP commanders, they are way more important. Like, the PvP commanders are the most important commanders, and the NPC commanders are obviously not that important. I'm doing that so I can only have 6 attacks going at once. Yeah, I mean, that's not easy to make the trains, so you just need to practice, or maybe you don't have enough units or something, so that's just a matter of time to upgrade the account and have the capabilities of doing it. So I say no, so Athene crazy, and now I have, so you have 18 million Khan medals. Okay, that's a lot. I mean, pretty high amount. Maybe not for Germany, but for the Polish server it's pretty high amount. So that's everything. No, that's not everything. But they also have, okay, I have mantlets. Okay, so the first attack on the player, I think it went in. So I want to delete nomad camps. Okay, so this is Whisper. He was 1 position higher than me in the rankings. So I've made by his flank, and they broke into the courtyard with +30, interesting. But he had only the Ruby defenders on the flank, so that's not such an achievement. So if the Malibu 75, it was way harder. I also managed to break through the flank, that's interesting. That wasn't that easy. I only had like 70 players left. I mean players, but 70 attackers left on the flank, but I managed to get through. That's cool. And you're gonna see the outcome of the next one attack. Or not. Oh yeah, the Piotr crew and the TGS. So let's wait for the nomad attacks, and I'm gonna send the attack for another big players in the server. Yeah, you can't spend them because there's nothing to spend on. I know. Like, the Khan medals are kind of useless now. Hi, got any tips? You earn a lot of Khan tablets for non-Ruby player. I just reached level 70. Well, for non-Ruby player, you kind of cannot loop the Khan attack, so you can try to ask your alliance about the booster, and okay, so maybe your alliance can launch a booster, so you're gonna get more rage points, and you can loop the Khan. It's the most important to loop it, so you can send attack because of getting rage from the defense, and you can repeat that all the time, and you can get a lot of these medals. So without the boosters, it's pretty hard to do that. You make around 500,000. Okay, that's not like very huge amount, but pretty decent. Does button count medals? They're useless. Yeah, they're totally useless. I hope that they introduce, I don't know, some kind of items to buy with the medals. How did you go from 5 million to 14 million? Oh well, the 5 million was plenty of time ago. It was like half a year ago. It was March 2021 or something like that. So the trip from 5 to 13 million might points is basically about the mid infrastructure. I would pretty easily have 18 million might points right now, but I just don't have this many units in my castles. But anyways, it's just because of the mid units, the mid infrastructure. I keep upgrading my my breweries, my workshop barrels, and my distilleries, my mid distilleries, and this allows me to hold a lot more units in my castles, a lot more mid units. So I have more units, so I have more might points, and yeah, it's blown out during this year. I'm going to probably have easily more than 20 million might points by the end of this year, you know. So okay, so what does he have here? Yeah, so I'm going to make an attack with not the normal attack, I'm sorry. So the attack with only 2 waves of shields. So let's put this preset, and the preset with shields can go for the first, I would say, and the third wave. Okay, so let's put more ranged in the middle, like half of the attack would be, so 5 waves. Okay, that's good. I can send that now, and let's try it out with the other player. So how else was I about to attack? I think here was the intermagic. Yeah, to attack intermagic with the attack. I'm also not going to make his scan here, but just to send the attack with, okay, it can be this commander. I think that he's going to have a setup defense with the 1 arrow slit, so I can try to break through with 2 waves as well. We'll see how it goes. Basically, if someone has 1 arrow slit and 3 bombs, then it's better to attack with 2 waves of shields only, because like they have more ranged units, so it's anyways easier with the shields. So the shields are going to break, like kill more units, but later they have more ranged, so you're going to make more losses with the ranged. I mean, it's hard to explain for me, but I kind of like, you know, get it, but it's hard to explain. I'm going to work on that, how to explain that exactly in the PvP guide anyways, because I just have to do that. So in the PvP guide, it's going to be explained clearly what do I mean here, because it's not that easy to explain something on the live stream. So you're gonna understand what do I mean, and basically the strategies with PvP. So how do you do glory events without glory tails? My strategy to do that is to put 10 glory tails in every attack, and that's all. To just make the points for LTP. And I try to make as many as possible to get 15 million to close the event like reward page. I blame GGS support 30 times to reach the developer for rewards at the con shop. Yeah, like waiting for, like talking to the wall, like no response usually. Yeah, they should add something to spend calm medals for that. Yeah, exactly. How much mid units can you hold to in one outpost? You have one with 250 and one with 300 are possible for me. Yeah, this is crazy much. And except buddy, welcome. Oizash Goldberg, welcome to the stream. Hello. So in my one of my outposts, I can hold around I would say 600,000, but I don't have this much because this many because I just don't have. I need to recruit all the time. So in this case, I would keep the same amount as in main, 600,000, and in this one I would keep like 300,000 probably, because I don't have either the barrel workshops, neither the barrel workshops nor the mid distilleries, so there is lower like capability for soldiers, but in this one 600,000, and this one totally doesn't have any meat, so no possibility to hold it here. But how do you buy so many glory tails? You know, I got some from the Affluence wheel, but as for the free-to-play player, you can buy them from the blacksmith, and that's the source of the tails. Also from Nomad Shop, you can buy a few thousand, why not? Yeah, thanks to the connections, we are prepared that the blacksmith will be restricted. So we buy millions of booster tools, and I have more glory tools, so I can pay off in the next 2 years. Oh, you lucky guy. That's such a dirty play. Yeah, so you already knew about that. Oh well. Okay, let's delete that useless stuff and the nomad camp. Okay, so the Piotr Q. He has plenty of units here, and I didn't manage to break through the flank. It was kind of crap attack because it didn't even have 1000 attackers on the flank, so not any kind of strong attack. It was how many waves? 9. Yeah, but anyways, the commander was pretty average. Oh, because this commander doesn't have a hero to courtyard, he has the hero for the mantlet speed only. Okay, and the TGS defended very well. Yeah, this also wasn't a strong attack, and he got only 1000 losses. I think I would make this way better with the better commander, but right now I'm sending attack for the Adamek and for Intermagic Castle. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. So, hand tools were getting fast off, but the glory tools, I can spend this in this life. Probably I have like 10 million or something. Yeah, with horse tails from the blacksmith is pretty easy. Okay, I'm just gonna enter Outer Realms for a second because I, as always, bought a offer for the €5, or is it €5? I don't know. But I bought the offer to get 2 relic woodcutters, and that's everything from me. But I'm just checking what place do I have over there. So with daily I have 4,300, that's okay, and in the overall I have 3,400. So as usual, with this scenario, I'm going to get top 4,000. I mean, in this threshold, like from 3,750 to 4,600 construction tokens, nothing special. But you can exchange them in the bestsellers now as well. That's very great offer to exchange upgrade tokens to the construction tokens. I think he wrote before that he's playing in like RD Wolves or something like that. I'm sure. So what else I have to do at the game? Yeah. Was the nobility contest anything interesting? No, not in a world, nothing interesting. Did I get any points in there? Yeah, just a little bit. So I'm planning to make top 10. It's gonna be very hard. Like, believe me, it's gonna be super hard to get to top 10. Just because many players are going to compete for that. So the worst scenario would be I'm going to end in position 11 or 12. That would be very bad. But well, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go for the top 10 anyways for the legendary item. The keep of the foreign invaders, yeah. How many like nomad tablets I have, by the way? Oh yeah, not that much. Yeah, the Khan medals. Usually I don't even take part in the event, I mean in the Khan, because you need to make one attack to get the Khan medals from the alliance points, and I sometimes don't even make that one attack and I don't get the medals. So well, yeah, remember to take part in it and attack at least once. Okay. Yeah, send one attack and you're good to go. Okay, so 2 attacks going. How many time left? 4 and 6 minutes. Okay, we can try to search for another targets, like who else can be attacked over there. I would go for someone with like other alliance, for example this one. I wish they put the seasonal points booster in between. Yeah, would really appreciate that. Okay, so let's first make a sponge on him, and let's check what's inside. Oh, damn, and decay. So I'm gonna wait for the best commander for him and attack him. Okay, so this looks kind of easy. I mean, there's only melee units, so I would even risk not using shields if he doesn't change his presets. So I can try to actually go with only one wave of shields. That's not the best idea, but I think I can manage to get through easily. So it's gonna be like that, and only the first wave is going to be with the shields, okay? And a few of the first waves are going to be with the ranged units. Yeah, just like that. Okay. So we can send this one. How many units is it? 4.0. Not that many. Wow. Oh, because I've lost these temporary items. I forgot about that. Ah, damn it. Okay, I see now why I have so bad like scores. Because I didn't apply these temporary elements, which I bought previously on the live stream. Oh yeah, they all ended up. So, I'm actually not going to waste them again, because we're not going to make a lot of attacks from this point. Someone also asked about the tools of the toolsmith. So yeah, I mentioned that in the live stream title, and well, this is all about the tools, the advanced tools. So how it starts? There are like 3 steps to create these new tools. So the first step is to where is this building? Yeah, the refinery or refinery. Anyways. So in this building you can make refined wood and refined marble, which is stone, refined wood and stone. You can make them out of your usual wood and stone. This building also is very cheap to upgrade, and when you upgrade it you can get more storage for your wood and stone, so that's very great. And well, this is to make the refined resources. So this is the first step. You change your usual resources to the refined resources, the first step. Later, with the refined resources, you can use them in the toolsmith. So in the toolsmith, you exchange the refined resources, the refined wood and stone, into the crafting components. So the toolsmith changes them, the refined tool and wood, to crafting components, and it can increase. It can also increase the storage capacity for your legendary resources. So it produces crafting components out of refined resources, and this is the second step, to create the crafting components. And later, the last step is to create the advanced tools out of the crafting components. Yeah, so you can have them here when you upgrade your workshop to level 4, and it's going to actually cost you 13.5 thousand seeds to make all the researchers needed to start producing these tools, because you need the keep level 7, you need the refinery, the toolsmith, and both siege workshops. If you only want the one of the workshops, then it's going to be 11,000 with any of these workshops, because this costs you 3.5k, this costs you 2,500, 2.5, 2.5, and 2.5. So in total it's gonna be 13.5 thousand. Hell a lot of seeds to get there. And later you need to unlock and upgrade these tools. And also there's a lot of upgrades. It costs like 60, 65, 70, 80, 90. And here's the tool which can increase the amount of attack waves in your attacks. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? Yeah. So you're gonna be able to create this tool in your normal workshops after you get all these upgrades, but it's gonna take you like 1.5 or even 2 years to get to there. So it's just the beginning of this like journey. Coming back to check IT. Okay, great. So English wolves, yeah. So Ragnar's Deja Vu is our clan. Okay, so Ragnar's Deja Vu wolves. Nice. How much do you do every month on average? About what are you asking exactly? About money, or about some points in the game? I usually put yeah. You're looking for new active players, so you can try your luck. Try your luck. Okay, so I think that attacks have come to the targets. Yes. Okay, this is the can come probably the victory. Okay, a victory, great. So this was attack on the Adamic, and well, he has hell of a lot of units in the castle. Still not that bad. I didn't manage to go through the flank though. I kind of have to work on that. I don't have very good commanders. Also, Intermagic Castle. Okay, here we have a bit higher losses. I got through the flank, so he maybe had some setup for Nomad invasion or something. Because I got very easily, as I can see. Or maybe he's out of tools, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I've got pretty nice battle report on him. I'm gonna send this to the Alliance as well as to the... should I send this? I can, why not? So this one, also the other battles from... this is not the best thing to share with, with the Alliance. I think I didn't manage to break through the flank in his castle. So in his... yeah, I managed to get through. I can see that as well. And in this one, yeah, I managed to get through. Very interesting. Yes, I can share it with the Alliance. They're for sure going to enjoy the battle reports. I can delete that, yeah. And what else they have to do? Damian Dickey. Okay, so he's going to be the last player, which I'm... Damian Dickey. Which I'm going to attack now. And you're gonna go for a few other stuff and to finally review your castles. What's the price? Let me for just a second switch the scene in the OBS. So I'm gonna search for the prices because we've got a table on this, but I don't want to share my private like conversations in the Discord, you know. So I'm gonna search for this in just a second. And let's play. So here's the table. Open original. Okay, so here's the table, and I can copy the link. So yeah, here you go. There's a table. I'm gonna share it in the live stream, so you can go to the link, and it's gonna be an image of the table. So here we can see the cost of the keep level 7, which is more than 1200 build tokens, 5000 upgrade tokens. Here's the basic duration time. I don't know why is it in seconds, but okay. Couldn't it be in days or something? So required level is going... it's around 800, like it's very similar for everything. So the defensive and siege workshops are going to be for 550 construction tokens. And the marketplace isn't that important, so I wouldn't even pay attention to that. The refinery and the toolsmith are very cheap. That's important. I would upgrade them at least to level 2 or even max them, because they give you a lot of space for your wood and stone, so that's great. So this is the prices. You can visit this website, I mean this, to view this image in from the link I've sent you in the chat. And let's continue with the attacks. Okay, so let's pick the best commander with the best appearance item, and I would here go with 2 waves as well. Let's try the first and the third wave. Fill the rest of the half of the attack with the ranged units. Okay. And this is gonna be interesting. We'll see how it goes. So let's send it and off they go. Any other attacks? Okay, this was for the who was he? Oh yeah, Conrado. Okay. So do we still have a few minutes to take a look at the castles? Or yeah, 9 minutes. Okay, so it's gonna be 9 minutes for some other stuff to do. Before you recommend me to research the veteran crossbowmen and recruit them, but they only have 25 looting capacity. Isn't that bad? Yeah, generally, like, it's not that good to research them, because I'm I'm sorry for the delay in the YouTube chat, but it's kind of because of YouTube, kind of because of me, and that's why it goes very slow. So About the researchers with the veterans, they are here in the second tab, so you can make that, and if you're not going to make them, you're going to lose all these researchers, yes? And those are not super important. I mean, the most important would be actually to like getting more getting like scouting faster, you know, like detecting army attack faster. So this is the only disadvantage. But if you don't make these researchers, which I recommend to you not to make this, these ones, yeah, this one and this one, the macemen and the crossbowmen veterans. So if you don't do these researches, you can recruit the usual macemen and crossbowmen, and they are very useful for example, making fake attacks with 32 units. Also to send attacks at fortresses. They are very fast, so they are very useful. And you can recruit them and make a lot of uses of it. They recruit very quickly, they are very cheap, they are very fast, they eat a very small amount of food, so they are great units to have. You can't have them later if you make the researches, so I wouldn't make them. And what currency would we need to pay to make these new tools? I mean, you need to pay, you need to use the crafting components to make the new tools. So as I said, first you create refined resources out of your wood and stone, and later, yeah, you have refined resources, and you change them to crafting components in the toolsmith. So refined resources change into crafting components, and you get crafting components, and the crafting components are the currencies you are going to pay in to create the workshop. So you are maybe asking exactly what are they. So they are stuff like nails, like hammers, like chains, and metal plates. There are many different, like some of gunpowder as well, leather straps, many different kind of stuff to make weapons and tools inside of a Middle Ages game. Are you going to upgrade Relic Bakery in Winter Castle? Actually, I'm kind of ignoring it right now. I feel okay with what the level is. It's kind of expensive, and I want to expand my... Oh, it's not that expensive actually. So yeah, I can make one more upgrade, but later I'm going to expand my like meat infrastructure in like rest of my outposts instead of upgrading the Relic Bakery. Yeah, it's level 2, so it can be still upgraded, but it's not that important. I would go for the meat units more. Okay, some messages. Well, when the attack is coming, 20 seconds. Okay, let me check the chat. For healing nobility. Oh yeah, for healing nobility contest, they are great. The macemen and the crossbowmen, not veterans. Okay. So what's the attack? The battle report. Yeah, defeat obviously, and that's pretty interesting. I managed to block the flank with only 960 units. Okay, interesting. And yeah, very nice report. I mean, this wasn't the strongest attack. The strongest is still on the way, I think. Yeah, to Diamond the Key. Yeah. So I think we can get to the castle like review. So let me go to the server, yeah, to the English server. I'm gonna check the ping after live stream. So here we have the review queue. I hope it's working, because the bot should be working. So we have 9 new messages, and the last live stream was it 13 July? I think I reviewed that one from alpha. We're gonna take the fresh ones. So the first one from Zopkbeer. Okay, so I'm just quickly gonna open all the images, and later open the like information about your levels on my phone to make it easier. Okay, so we have 3 accounts and 1 from the Polish server. Okay, Will you change the alliance over the months? No, I'm not willing to change the alliance soon. I have no plans for that actually. Okay, so this is going to be the first account. Interesting, some lower and higher levels. It's going to be like very different. So let's go for the server. Let me just launch this thing. Yeah, review queue. I'm not going to see the live stream chat for a second. Forgive me for that. So I'm gonna take a look at the castles and we're gonna talk for a second after this. So the first one is Zobkbir. Okay, well, you have your main castle to review. You don't have the Hall of Legends and Granaries, of course. On this level you can. Okay, so the might points on this level are okay. It's not that easy to give the review of might points for this low level. I would say they are okay with the outposts you have, because I can see that the outposts are not that well upgraded. So let me check if everything's going fine. Yeah, so let's check your castle. Okay, so this is your main castle. What can we see there? Okay, so the main mistake of beginners in the game. It's very good to put here more farmhouses. I would go for 8 farmhouses, because you're not going to get granaries very quickly, and you can make some more food production with these farmhouses, and you can later hold more units in your castle. Also, you should upgrade your towers. It's very important to keep your defenses as upgraded as possible. So try to upgrade them to level 3 of the towers. You can also upgrade taverns, because it's very handy to have more spice in your account. And you have plenty of decorations. That's very good. The account is pretty well built. If we take a look at the Ruby buildings, okay, there's a bakery level 1 and stables. So the bakery is the most important building if it comes to the Ruby buildings generally, and I would advise you to upgrade the bakery. If you get the rubies for it, you can get them from robber barons and from fortresses. So try to get rubies, try to get some rubies and to upgrade the bakery. That's a great building to lower the usage of food by your units. Okay, the next player is Tiger. Tiger Outpost 1. Okay. So Tiger, level 419 legendary, 1.3 million might points. I would say for a free-to-play player account, that's okay. If you kind of spend some money on the game, that's pretty low. But let's take a look at the outpost. Okay, that's kind of zoomed in. So that's over 100,000 food production. Yeah, so well, for kind of buying some decorations, I would say kind of low, but sometimes players get quickly to good decorations and have not enough units. So anyways, out of the might points and to the outpost. So you have very good decorations here, also plenty of granaries. The amount of granaries is, I would say, perfect here. The average level of them is the first level, so you can focus on upgrading them, because it's giving you pretty visible difference in the amount of food. So go for it and upgrade them. You have the greenhouses, very good. You have the stables max as well as the bakery. So the one building I think you're not having is the Watchtower. So Watchtower is basically a very important building which allows you to detect army attacks faster, and you should have them on your castles at least at level 6 or 7. So that would be very useful for you to during war, especially during combat. Also, I can see that you have huge pluses in your castles, so you can buy more units, for example for rubies from the bestseller, and get more defenders for your castle, because 7,000 is kind of pretty small amount. I will remind that I can't have a look at the YouTube chat, so I'm gonna do that in a second. Just the last account. If you still want to sign up for the castle review, go for it. You can do this in my Discord server in the review queue sorry, the request castle review channel. So the last player is Fab from the Asia server, the level 806 legendary. Congratulations on surpassing this level. Great. So you have 3.8 million might points. That's pretty decent amount of might points as for this account. And you want me to upgrade, to review your outpost. Okay, let's take a look at it. So the average level of the granaries are between 21 and 30. The decorations are pretty decent on this account, in this castle. Very nice. Also rigged bakery, so that's a very good like setup. Relic greenhouses. That's also very good that they are maxed out to level 20. I think that the bakery is maxed out if the watchtower is as well, and the stables. So the Ruby buildings are maintained very well. That's very good. You have the castle mode. I know the level, but you have the castle mode that is very good for the defense combined with the watchtower level 10. That's very good for your castle. And you have very high amount, 115,000 units. That's very good. Nice. Okay. So that was all the castles, I think. Yep. That was all the castles. So I'm gonna get back into the game. Close tabs to the right. Yeah. Hello and welcome. I dropped from 1.8. Oh, okay, see. Is a non-Ruby player is useful in this game? Well, they are. They are building the base of the game. I mean, it's kind of way harder for them to take part in wars, especially, but they make up with capabilities of, for example, helping with others' accounts. For example, they can call people when their attacks coming, but not only this kind of stuff of technical things. No, the free-to-play players, if they know how to play well, and you can learn, for example, from my videos, very useful tips how to upgrade your account, because I'm usually making videos for free-to-play players, not the pay-to-win. I mean, it's for all the players, but especially for free-to-play players, how to upgrade your account without investing any money. For example, this with Storm Islands, or how to earn rubies from the fortresses. Yeah, anyways. Hello Galaxy, let's go. Welcome to the stream. Hello, buddy. I lost around 70k troops because I forgot to attack for full... I see. Yeah, unfortunate. I also sometimes have that. So the last attack of the live stream. Okay, pretty small amount of losses. I didn't manage to get through the flank even though I had 1.2k attackers. I need to work on that. I mean, it's all about having a lot of units. So if I would get better appearance items and some temporary items, I would have a lot of units in this attack. Well, but here it wasn't that many. Not the best of my capabilities, but not the worst. But as for the mid level 10, not the best one. Why don't I gain a video for tips in Horizon? I didn't make any video about tips in the Horizon, but I know it's not planned in the near future, but I think I'm going to make it in some time. For sure, you know. For sure I'm going to make it, not in close future, but in some time. I know a guy who is free to play and managed to be really good by farming a lot of Ruby Baron. He did 100k rubies in 1 week. Yes, exactly. That's what the free-to-play players are about. Like earning rubies to be still competitive in the game, earning rubies from the NPCs. So there are players who don't want to waste time on earning rubies from NPCs. So they just take the credit card and pay for some rubies, yeah? And there are the second players, which are free-to-play players. We just earn rubies from the fortresses, for example. So they are able to earn a lot of the rubies from this, buy some special offers, and upgrade their accounts. So there's like let me just check if it's going to switch. No, yeah. So there's like many players who manage to get a lot of rubies, buy a lot of special offers, and this allows them to stay competitive together with the pay-to-win players. Obviously, the pay-to-win are going to be always a step like above the free-to-play, because the free-to-play offers are always a few levels lower, for example the full build items or stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, it is possible to stay competitive with free-to-play, but it's very hard. And as usual in games, or like generally, is either you spend your time, a lot of time, to be good, or you spend your money to be good. And it comes to the same thing, which is time, because if you want to earn money, you need to spend your time to work. So well, that's how it goes in the game. Any plans for giveaways? Well, I haven't thought about any giveaways. Soon I'm going to celebrate the 1000 subscriber count, and this also means that my channel is going to be eligible for enabling monetization on my channel. I think I've talked about this once before, but when it comes to monetization on my channel, it's not enabled yet, but it is going to enable it. And I'm not going to make any like frustrating ads every 3 minutes of the video or stuff like that, or like, you know, the yellow part and like 50 ads in one video. No, I just want to make a bit of money from the videos to have some like compensation of the time. You know, I love to make this stuff, and I would obviously do that without any money. But if there's a possibility to earn a bit from advertisements in the videos, which are not that bad, I think, because this is the usual part of the YouTube, well, I'm going to enable them on the videos. Also the videos which I already uploaded will have some ads, but as I said, not too many, not aggressive in any way. So I am going to be very like calm in this topic, but I want to get a few dollars, you know, from the YouTube. That's also more motivation for me to make videos and to live stream, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I've completed the watch time. I have like over 5,500 since the beginning of my YouTube account. So it was only half a year, and it's already 5,500, something like that. Yep. So if you have any questions about the game or not, you can ask now, and I'm going to quickly answer, and they're going to end in a second. And about giveaways, I usually do giveaways in my Discord servers. Like I make some kind of, as you can see in the Good Game Empire, you can have some giveaways connected with some challenges. So for example, you need to complete some kind of challenge, and later you can be rewarded with rubies. So I'm kind of doing the same with paysafe cards. Because I'm living in Poland, I cannot buy a paysafe card with US dollars or euros. I can ask someone to do that, to send me as a reward, to put this in giveaway. I will think about that. Usually I do giveaways when I receive money from YouTube. So I receive money on YouTube, and I split part of it for myself, part of it for the game stuff, and part of it as the stuff for the giveaways. I don't do them that often, but yeah, for sure there are going to be some. And I'm probably going to also make giveaways with other stuff than money. I know, we'll see. I have plenty of ideas from the Polish channel, so we'll see. There's many possibilities for this. Yeah, out of those 5,500, 500 are yours. Nice. Yeah, so that was everything I think for today. This live stream is going to be available for you to watch later as a usual video on my channel. So when you go to my channel and scroll down or go to the videos section, you can find this live stream with the same title and thumbnail. So I hope you everyone enjoyed the live stream. You can leave a like if you did. You can later comment on it as well, so, or do you? I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, thank you very much for participating, and see you in the next one. I'm going to release PvP videos because I started the PvP guide series, so I'm going to release the next videos. It's going to be later about how to make equipment for war, commanders as well as castellans. Later, how to attack, how to defend, and how to defend. And how to understand battle reports. So this is going to be plenty of videos about PvP because a lot of players requested that. So we're going to have some videos during this week, hopefully maybe even 2, we'll see. So see you in the videos, and see you in the next live streams. Hope you all enjoyed. You can leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed already, and see you in the next one. Thank you very much for being with me. Bye.